If you are watching this video for the first time, I'm requesting you to subscribe. That is James Monga. You subscribe, like my Facebook page. That is James Monga. And we are going to be together as we seek for answers, as we lobby for answers on why is Africa still undeveloped? Why is Africa poor when our friends, other continents are thriving with the development here and there? And what I mean development, I don't mean just building, just roads. I mean development that when the indigenous people look at themselves, when they look at the country, they are able to say that this is our country and we are happy to be in this country. We are happy with what is happening in our country. Indeed, we are beneficiaries of whatever is happening in this country. That is what I'm looking at when I say development. And I'm going to continue to look at why is Africa poor at this age. When other continents are growing, Africa is dwindling. I'm going to continue to look at reasons that makes Africa to remain poor. And this time around, I'm going to look at motivation. African leaders lack motivation. African leaders lack a drive. They lack encouragement. Let me talk about the drive. When I look at the drive, when you look at African leaders, if they find someone who wants to motivate them, they will think that this person wants to grab power from them. If you go to encourage them, if they see someone who is so inspiring, they look at that person as a contender, as a competitor, not as someone who is going to help them. That is African leaders for you. African leaders, when they look at someone who is so inspiring amidst the corridors of power, they will think that, they will look at the way of eliminating such a one. That is African leaders for you. In that manner, we cannot develop. There are three ways to motivate people. Number one, you can motivate people by using guilt, what we call guilt, way of motivating people. In this way, you are not sure of what you are doing. You are doing something. You are in the corridors of power as a president or as whoever, as a minister. You are there as a leader, but you're conscious. You really know that you don't know what you are doing. You are guilty, you are leading, but the guilt conscious is in you. You don't know what you are doing, but you think that you are leading. You are leading by people that are misleading you. That is what we call a guilt way of being motivated. Fraternally, you may be in power. People are telling you that this is how it is supposed to be done. And you feel that you are leading, when in actual sense, they are busy misleading you, and you think that you are leading as a leader. You are being motivated by wrong people. They motivate you, you are there. Instead of you asking, you can't ask, but you are leading. You are misleading people in the name of leading, thinking that you are being inspired when you are being expired. Inspiration. Great leaders inspire their followers. This is the system that we need to go for, where motivation is concerned. If you want to be a great leader in Africa, African leaders need to inspire. They need to look at other leaders that have led before. How have they managed to lead other countries? Or maybe, take for example, go to America, go to Europe, go to Asia. How have these other continents managed to thrive, to do development at a higher level compared to our Africa? There are countries in the world that have got deserts. They have got the deserts. But when you look at their developmental agenda, you can't compare to us Africa, where we have rivers, whatever that we need, it is there. But what is not there is that a heart, there is no inspiration, no motivation at all. If we have motivation, it is either you have guilty motivation or fraternal motivation. That is the type of leadership that is the type of motivation that we have in Africa. We don't have inspiration type of motivation where leadership is concerned. A leader who's got an inspiration way of motivation is a great leader. He leads with a dream. He has a dream as he's leading. That leader accomplishes his goals before he reaches at those goals because he's motivated. Those are the leaders that are missing in Africa. We don't have such leaders. Leaders like the great son of Africa, Mandela. We don't have such leaders in Africa. We need the Mandela of the 21st century. We need the Mandela now, the people that are going to make this continent thrive, the continent that has got everything. But what is lacking is the issue of the heart. Every genuine leader will need a motivation. And that motivation must be so inspiring. Where you find a genuine leader, an inspired leader, even the followers are going to be inspired. When you find a genuine leader, you find that even the followers of that genuine leader are going to be inspired. Their works are going to be inspired. Whatever they are going to do will be inspired. They will be inspired by word and by deeds because they are coming from a motivated leader. A leader who is not motivated is as useless as the one who have not started to lead. The best leaders are those who inspire their followers. Followers are able to go no matter how deep the trench may be. A leader who is inspiring, even the followers are going to be inspired to do whatever that leader will require them to do. Lack of motivation has destroyed Africa. Lack of motivation has destroyed Africa. African leaders are not inspiration in style. They lack inspiration in style. Their way of leading people leaves much to be desired. There is no motivation in them. Nothing at all. Completely nothing. There is no drive. When we will have African leaders that are going to have a drive, an inspiration, an encouragement, Africa is going to develop. Remember, if you are not inspired, you are expired. If you are not involved, you are dissolved. If you are not informed, you are deformed. We are looking for Africa that is going to be involved, informed, and inspired. May God bless Africa. And I love Africa because I'm an African. God bless Africa.